So the cancer of Mexican pop culture, it has to do with this TV channel that it's a corporation as well. The name of that corporation is Televisa, and I blame them for destroying or helping to destroy, in a big part, Mexican culture, and I'll tell you why. Um, we used to have it's like a golden era of cinema in Mexico. It was like mostly during the 40s, 50s, and 60s with classic Mexican films, and they used to be like with a high quality. They were really good movies, but for that time, and many respected actors, and so it was great. I mean, nothing compared to the soap operas that they do now, and the shitty romantic comedy films produced in Mexico. And I mean, nowadays, and since a couple decades ago, I feel like Mexico's cinema, they try to copy the cinema in the USA, like almost like adapting our culture to that culture in the USA. So that's the thing that sucks. And like I said, in the 40s, 50s, and 60s, with all this classic golden era of Mexican cinema, you could see the quality on that, and the interesting subjects they were talking about, and the visual content was great too. And it's really, when Televisa was created or gained more power or popularity, they started to do a lot of bullshit art, so everything went downhill. And not only in films, also in music. We used to have these kind of like classic rock bands like um, Los Spiders, El Tri, and La Revolución de Emiliano Zapata. They were really interesting rock bands for that time. I mean, also kind of inspired by the American and the English rock bands, but still were something that Mexico was doing way back in time. But this TV corporation started to gain a lot of fame, so I mean, the music that was played on that channel, or the art, or the musicians, singers that were related to this channel were the ones who gained more popularity. And because this TV corporation started to be involved in radio and all other stuff, a bunch of other stuff, so music also went downhill. I mean, the music that they play there sucks, and the actors, actresses in that TV channel suck, and it's a lack of art. Also, the visual content and quality sucks, and so I have not interest in watching any of those TV shows, films, or anything related to them. But they are the cancer of even the writers. I mean, you have shitty um, TV hosts in the Mexican TV, and now they decided to write books. Some of them, and they are bestsellers and stuff. And I'm like it's just a joke. These people suck, and still they are bestsellers. They're millionaires because of this TV channel, and they are like probably some of the most stupid people I've ever seen, even if it's in TV. But you cannot hide in this stupidity. They're not acting. They're stupid, really. And so yeah, I think they are part of what destroyed or is destroying Mexican art. We used to have really classic people like Diego Rivera and Frida Kahlo, great painters and world famous and stuff. So Look at the people we had. It's the same thing. Something happened that destroyed Mexico's rich culture in general. Like we used to be Mayas and stuff. So the Spanish people came and they introduced religion into our asses. And now we say we're Catholic, but we should not be Catholic. It's a religion that was imposed in Mexico. I don't even think you should be religious, but if we're talking about religion, that's not our religion. That's not our roots. So that comes from Europe and Spain, and it's just like I think it's like a made-up story, like a Harry Potter story. I think that's the Bible. So anyway, um, what else? We used to be Mayas and stuff, and that's our roots, our culture. It's the same thing. The Spanish people came and destroyed all of that. So we know that. Also, something similar happened. The USA in the whole world became big and influential and stuff. So now everything in culture is done in the American way, and behind them, I guess, is the English way. So, yeah, they even took that language in art as the big language in general to sing, to write, to express yourself, which is okay. I mean, it's cool to have a particular language that we can, or the majority can understand. Maybe just a little few words, but we can understand. So it's not a big deal, I think, in that sense. But yeah, Mexico has always been a rich culture, but there's something that happens that kind of holds Mexican art down, and it needs to change, and that's why I'm here. But anyway, that I guess that's it. The real or the cancer of Mexican pop culture is Televisa and their bullshit, and you know, now even we have YouTubers, of course, and some of them have been on that TV channel, so it's the same content. I don't know why in Mexico the popular content is being so stupid, so childish, so full of nonsense. And Televisa also has a lot of repetition in its content, and there's always religion involved and stuff. So it really, really sucks. And we're not gonna talk about the political things that this company has with politicians and politics in general, and the government stuff. That's another thing. But if you ask me what's happening to Mexican art, or what happened really in general, that's what I say. And these people in this TV channel are a copy of the American ones, but like in a crappy way. They suck. So they try to be like them. They don't try to be like themselves. You should be how you are, and we should be proud of our culture, and we should save it and rescue our Mexican culture. And we always have to remember that we are humans. Like, doesn't matter where you're from, but you have your roots, and the world is established this way in countries, not like the whole planet. So, I mean, we have to kind of adapt and try to change it a little bit. But if we have to adapt, we should understand and appreciate our culture. So I'm getting so into my culture lately, and I'm studying it. And yeah, so that's it. So Televisa sucks, and alright, I'll see you soon.